Just days before the New South Wales election, the battle for East Hills is fought metre by metre, one voter at a time.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Kylie Wilkinson. I'm the Labor candidate. That's me. Do you vote? Yeah, so I'm your candidate for Labor. So the election's on the 25th of March. The electorate is Liberal. They've held it for two terms now. It's the closest marginal seat held by the Liberals. Okay, well
In this ultra-tight contest, Labor's candidate exudes empathy.
Well, we're hoping that if we get a control of the blowout with cost of living, that people have more money in their pocket and that they'll be able to spend it in small businesses.
This election will be won or lost in the belt of suburbs that wrap right around Sydney, where the concerns are often hyper-local: parks, parking, even the state of the local shops. But there is one area where the candidates are looking for cut-through, something that affects everyone: cost of living. Life here is just so expensive.
You look at the customers, what they're buying, they're not buying what they used to buy.
What are they buying? What's changed?
Like, for example, they'll buy things where they can, like mince, where they can utilise the different dishes. Where they used to buy a nice big steak or a tomahawk or your ribeye, and it's tough times for them now. And they tell me.
We're heading into Panania sort of now. There's a lot of old sort of fibro houses, but there's just duplexes everywhere going up at the moment.
This was once Sydney's fibro belt and rock-solid Labor. It's now ultra-marginal, more densely populated, busier and more expensive.
Some of them are around the newer ones, $1,100 a week. Once upon a time, it was a couple of years ago, maybe $750. To have gone up $300 or $400 a week is just insane.
Lauren Balcombe is a local property manager. Her clients are stretched to the limit.
So we get a lot of negotiations. There's that level of tenants coming back, trying to negotiate, because it's just too much. It's just too much.
It's tight for Lauren too. She had to sell her own townhouse.
We were just struggling to get ahead. We were just making ends meet then. So we made the decision to sort of sell and then, try and rent for a little while to get ourselves back in a good place and then hopefully buy again. But it's gotten even more insane since then.
Cost of living is the key issue for her, but she's still not sure which party will help her most.
You want to vote for someone that at the end of the day is going to help support you and your family.
Former Liberal Party strategist Tony Barry thinks economic pressures hurt the party in power.
When cost of living starts hurting, people start looking for answers and they sort of feel the incumbent can't offer them any more.
Government vouchers to assist with living costs are helping the coalition.
Cost of living is so pervasive at the moment, not just in New South Wales but all across Australia. So in that sense, anything that looks like it could help is obviously going to play out well.
So Jo does my hair sometimes. When the hair looks good, we've done it. Yeah, she didn't do it today. Wendy, the Labor member.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
A member in
State for this area.
Labor or?
No, I'm Liberal.
Sitting Liberal member for East Hills, Wendy Lindsay, is highlighting her government's efforts during a turbulent term.
We've worked really hard, my team and I, so I've been on the ground for the last 4 years and it has been a very challenging 4 years because obviously we've had a lot of impacts with natural disasters across the state. Councillor.
With a 0.1% margin and predictions of a statewide swing to Labor, her path is long and arduous. It's an apt time for a retread.
I brought some shoes because I went to put these on and look at them.
What have you done?
I know, I trashed them. It's certainly going to be close and I think they've actually, you can't bet on me at the moment, so there you go. I think they've actually pulled East Hills out of sports bet, so it'll be close to call, but we've given it everything we have and we'll keep going till the bitter end and we're going to fight the good fight out here in East Hills.
Liberal supporter Graham Baird thinks Wendy Lindsay's done more than enough to hold the seat.
I think she's done a fantastic job for the area. State-wise, magic. I think he's done a brilliant job, considering COVID and all the rest of it, I think this state's doing very well.
Right next door, Yasmin Turkelson's family have nailed their colours to the mast, or dug them into the front lawn anyway. She's still angry at the coalition government over COVID lockdowns that were much tougher in Western Sydney than in the east.
Look at Bondi, when we were stuck in a 5k radius, we couldn't even go out. Like, my whole life was this street because I work here. People on Bondi are up at the beach, you know, doing whatever they want, but we've got cops and everything throughout the whole Bankstown area, just, you know, trying to keep us home, which is fine, but like, why are you gonna double standard like that?
But for this 23-year-old, cost of living is important too. She works in a nearby grocery store.
It's hard, but honestly, the thing that I think about the most is working there. You see all the pensioners come in, they've got no money for groceries. They can't use their air cons, they can't do anything, and it's sad.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
And I'll be voting for you.
Thank you very much.
Tony Barry says a Labor minority win is the most likely outcome.
East Hills, Penrith, Parramatta, they'll be the first wave at Gallipoli. I think they'll fall pretty quickly. Then after that, I think it starts getting a little bit more complicated and a bit harder for Labor.
But he's not writing off the coalition.
I think if they can successfully communicate about the risk for change on cost of living issues and personal finances and personal financial security, they could come home with a wet sail.